Hey everybody, Bill Stainton here with Producing Results. So I just got back from 10 amazing days in Spain. I'm going to show you some pictures here while I'm talking because Spain is more attractive than I am. And it occurred to me while I was there that there are some great leadership lessons to be gotten from international travel. I just want to share 3 of them with you today. 3 things that I learned from traveling through Spain. First is communication. Communication is key. We know that as leaders, communication is key. Now, I speak a little bit of Spanish, poquito de español. Enough to get by, but here's the problem. I want to be perfect. I want to speak the language perfectly. But as my sister, who's much more fluent in the language than I am, reminded me, ultimately it's all about the communication, not the elegance, the communication. Can you make yourself understood? And what that tells me as a leader is that sometimes you have to give up the ideal in order to get the result. Give up your idea of perfection in order to get the result. Are you making yourself understood? Is the project getting done? So being willing to give up your idea that if I can't do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. Make sure you get understood. That's the communication aspect of it. Second thing that leaders need to be aware of is the cultures, cultural awareness. Now, that's certainly true as our economy gets more and more global. You know this as a leader, but also within your own team. My guess is you've got different cultures represented there. I'll give you a quick example. In Spain, lunch typically doesn't even get going until around 2, 3 in the afternoon. And then dinner, man, if you try to go to a restaurant before 9 o'clock, it's dead. It's not till around 10 o'clock that things really start jumping. And of course, you're eating different food. You're seeing things hanging on the restaurant walls that you wouldn't see in the States. It's really kind of interesting, but the food is fantastic. So as a leader, are you branching out? Are you trying new things? Are you being aware culturally? Are you trying new foods? If you go on an international business trip and all you want is a McDonald's hamburger, you're probably going to be in a little bit of trouble. So be willing to branch out. Get that cultural awareness. It's a beautiful thing to learn about other cultures and to be able to really be a part of it and experience it. It's a great tip for leaders also. Number 3, boy, there's nothing quite like international travel to teach you about adaptability and problem solving. I'll tell you what I mean. The morning that I was supposed to leave, I had a 1 p.m. flight. The morning I was supposed to leave, I got an email from my flight, from my airline, telling me that they had switched me to a different flight that left 4 hours earlier. Now here's what that means. It meant that my new flight, which I didn't know about, my new flight was boarding 90 minutes away from the time I got that email. It was actually a text message. From the time I got that text message. Now, I had not yet showered. Ew. I hadn't gotten dressed, obviously. I hadn't even finished packing. And this was the thick of rush hour here in Seattle. So it's going to take me at least an hour to get to the airport. And my flight boards in 90 minutes. Boy, that's going to teach you about flexibility, about problem solving. Instantly you prioritize. Yes, I did take a shower. I made it to Spain. But even once you get there, look, things are going to come up. Things are going to come up that you couldn't possibly have anticipated. Just like it does in your business. Just like it does with your team. Just like it does every single day for you as a leader. So how are you going to react to it? How are you going to adapt? Are you going to be flexible? Can you still make it work even when things aren't going exactly the way you want it to? Great leadership lessons. Try some international travel. If you haven't done it yet, if you haven't been out of the country, you really need to do that just to be aware of what's going on. But try some international travel. You'll enjoy it. It's a blast, and it'll make you a better leader. As always, I hope this helps you produce better results with your team. But now I'd like to hear from you. What experiences have you had with international travel that have helped make you a better leader? What challenges have you had? What surprises have you experienced? Head on over to BillStainton.com, leave a note in the comments section, and tell us about it so that others can learn from your experience. And of course, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends and colleagues. And if you want even more resources on leadership, teams, change, creativity, head on over to BillStainton.com and sign up for my email updates. I'll catch you next time. Until then, go out there and produce great results today.